What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. I just got done watching the Moses interview with Dustin. Shout out to Dustin Ross, honey, who did the dang on thing, honey, in the interview. I love his voice. It is so sensual and sexy. What is wrong with Miss Robinson, honey, getting turned on, honey, by the gay boys, honey? Okay, like, but a man is a man. Ain't that what they always say? A boy be a boy. A man is a man. These men, honey, Mims, his fine self, sure. I be over at Mims. Look, I be on Mims' channel, honey, just to look at him, honey. Okay, he sure is fine, honey. That's all right. Okay, cutie pie. Okay, and Dustin cute too. Shit, what's up? Look. Ooh, child. Moses said something. I still don't think he is worth shit. Okay, he's still an ain't shit nigga, but I will give him a few props. I like what he said about Martel. He said there are some things you simply don't do as a man. And that statement let me know, okay, you do, you do recognize, when some shit is like redundant, ridiculous, it's like immoral, it's despicable, it's deplorable behavior. You are able to, just call a man out for being an ain't shit nigga. Okay, he said the revenge P, you don't do that to your wife, you don't have your side chick, calling your wife, you don't put nobody above your family, so he was like, yeah, that wasn't cool. He kept saying he doesn't know, the whole situation. Shit, in they situation, all you gotta do is watch the show. Shit, they documented what was, going on. Okay, everybody know that Martel is the one that mucked up that thing, honey, between him and Miss Melody Cherie. And just what I thought, you guys, right? Just what I thought, just what I told you all. I guess him, Sunny, and Destiny are all telling the truth about each other. I told you there's something that's not right with Destiny's character, always having to borrow money from castmates. Melody, she's ungrateful. She's a social climber. She expects to always get something from people instead of giving. And like I said before, Heavenly said it on her channel. She said, you will be a Destiny, if you're not living right, if you're not treating people the right kind of way, you're not gonna have good luck. And Moses said in the interview, and I didn't think he was talking down on her, like that part, because we gonna get to the side chick where he was definitely trying to, like, and the people said, honey, so Sunny coached him on, calling Destiny a side chick, and she knew about his girl, and I didn't like how he put it all off on Destiny. I did not like that, because as a man, that has a wife, you should be faithful. Like, what is the purpose of being married if you're not going to be faithful, or at least honest about how you are relating in your marriage? Because some people may have open marriages. I'm not here to judge. You do what works for you, right? But most people, I would think, when they get married, they don't want to share their spouse. So if she's a side chick, what does that make you? So no ownership, and that was minus 10 million points. Okay, yes, millions. Moses said he was looking for somebody to match his fly, and it just goes to show you, And I told you guys, in my past, there were guys that they felt like they were good enough for me just simply based off of their credit score. And you have to match a person's fly. And when I say that, I mean you have to communicate with them through their values. For instance, if I'm not a shallow person, like, you can't be the representation of shallow, because I'm not going to love you. I'm not going to respect you because you are not a representation of my values, of what I stand for. Now, am I shallow about certain shit? Yeah, I am, but that's not all of who I am. If I'm not overly materialistic and you are, you may think, oh, well, damn, this bitch, she poor or she cheap, or, it's like we all look at things differently, right? We've seen the guys that have the money, the credit cards, but that doesn't mean that because they have a certain credit score and they got the money, the cars, and the houses, that they are good people. See, a good person is a good person. A good person doesn't triangulate you. A good person doesn't try to use you, exploit you. A good person, a good partner does not, like, try to break you down and put you in lowest terms and make you question and doubt yourself. It's a lot of, like, behavior out here I see where, it's a lot of, like, tearing the person down. There's a sector of men that love to tear single women down. It's like you're not worth anything if you're single and you go die and have all these damn cats, and, and it's just like, y'all gotta mind y'all business. They coming for Miss Vivica, honey. The Kevin Samuels guys, honey, they coming for Miss Viv, who is looking for a husband. Okay, but they say that, honey, once you hit the wall, you hit the wall, honey. Don't nobody want you. As if some of them ain't hit the wall. Okay? Shit. But I understood what Moses was saying when he said, because I've often felt like that in my relationships, like, dang, this person, they're not really on my level. And it just wasn't about having money. It was just how you treat people, being humble, being appreciative, being gracious, reading, educating yourself. Not just buying, like, some fancy shit to show off because you got poor self-esteem and you are trying to overcompensate by purchasing material items so that you can look the part, but then, your insides are messed up. Because I told you guys, like, there is a sector of, like, men and women where all they care about, and don't get me wrong, I like material items, I like nice shit, I like name brand stuff too, Louis Vuitton, Fendi, like, there is, different things that I like, I'm inspired by, I like certain brands, Nike, Jordan, like, I participate, right? But I participate within reason, I feel. I'm not defined by that. I will be nice, look, with a purse, honey, from Target, okay? I would. It's just not who I am. I'm just, and there are certain things that, I do like and I do believe you need to splurge on and you need to have, but I'm just really very balanced as a person. Because I feel like the older you get, your life is supposed to be more spiritual, and it's not supposed to be about just buying things. It's about spending time with the people you love, leaving a legacy. Your life should be purposeful. And I find that most people, especially a lot of men, they're not in their purpose. And that's why their behavior is so reckless. It's like they're mad about not being in their purpose. I know I was with guys where they didn't like their jobs And then I love my jobs because I had my jobs worked out in a way that served me. You know, I don't believe at all in being a corporate slave. I don't. I love freedom, independence, creativity. That's just what I believe in. So I have to have that in my work life. I am not a 9-to-5 person. I have to work in spurts. That's just, I just do my best work when I'm not even trying, when I'm not even on the clock, so that's just how, I look at that. And I don't force myself to work. There are days I don't force it. I have that much respect for you guys. I'm not about to, just give you some bullshit just because I can give it to you. That's not this type of channel. There are channels out there that are like that. This ain't one of them. I believe that this shit is a performance. So that's what I try to do. And I've been public speaking since I was a kid. So, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now, I already did it in a past life. But I understood where Moses was coming from. Like, I can't fully commit. I can't make you my wife. But I don't even know, Moses, do you value marriage? Because if Destiny is your side chick, how is that okay? Like, he should have went into more detail about that. He also skimmed right over him being in prison. He didn't really get into that. He wanted to talk about Destinies, and I'm like, I want to hear more about that nigga, because I heard you was one of them D-boys. That's what we heard, Moses. Okay? I like him a little bit more. I feel like I got more of a feel of who he is. And kind of what he stands for. He looked like he's an entrepreneur. He's on his grind. And he feels like SUNNI matches his fly. And they didn't think enough of Destiny and her character, to care about her feelings. And it's unfortunate, but it's just like that in this life. Like, if people don't value you, what I got from Moses is he feels like Destiny is a user, and he feels like she plays the victim. And I told you guys that in my last video. That was one of the main points that I made about Destiny. She goes into her childhood. She always has a sob story. She always expects for somebody to rescue her. And don't get me wrong, I've been a single parent for a while. You do need resources. You do need extra help, but you also are not here put on the planet to use people as a means to an end. And, I feel like Destiny does that. Like, she's a social climber, and that's why her and Latifah, they get along so well, because they're one-sided. And there are people, you guys, that I know I've had my experience where I was like in one-sided friendships. I'm doing all the calling and inviting the person here and there. And as soon as I see that now, like, you cut off. But yeah, there are people that really do feel like you are here to serve them. They don't mind taking. They're very greedy. They're always trying to get what they can get. And there are people also, they're not used to good treatment. So what they will tend to do is take advantage of their good friend. And, if that good friend needs help, or if they have an emergency, they don't rush to help that good friend, but they will be there for somebody that's never available, never around, never there to really spend time with them. They will rush to be there for that person. So, like, I understand like all of that, right? Mel has said, destiny ain't about shit for the longest time. LB divorced her, 3 weeks after she had his baby? People are looking at that. She said on her podcast that she never took breaks in her marriage. Just when they were dating, they were long distance. And I told you guys that that's the reason Destiny keeps these men long distance, because she doesn't want them to get too close to her, because that would probably require her to be vulnerable and share certain parts of her life. Maybe she's not ready to share. Maybe she doesn't feel confident about, but you gotta watch it with somebody that's in all these long distance. This isn't everybody, but people that want to be in these long distance relationships, and yeah, that I don't know. I don't know. It could be like because they are avoidant, or they don't want a person to be too close. They want the connection, that way they can maybe benefit from it on a later date. Because I remember he kept saying, oh well, I gave her money and I was go invest in it. She should have let his ass invest. Let his ass invest in that shit. You giving up all this cootie cat shit. Let him invest in the damn building. Well, then it'll be his. Well, shit. Now it ain't nobody's, okay? So, you should have let his ass invest in that and let him help your ass out, prove that you want to move forward. And he noticed that she's like Fred Flintstone. She don't never really take off. So, and if you don't heal certain stuff in your childhood, it will show up in your adulthood. That's why you got to go back and do your research. You got to heal. You got to figure out what type of parents that you have. You got to just figure out so many things, and then you got to figure out your level of attachment. She may have a certain attachment style. These men, they may have a different one. See, people don't break down the dynamics of dating, right? And you got to do that. You really got to do your research. You just can't go to therapy. You have to realize, how do you see love? How do you experience love? Why do you feel the need to be in these long distance relationships? Why is there so much instability around you? What are you doing? As soon as she answers this one question, this will kind of wrap up all her issues. What am I doing to contribute to this problem? You gonna need to take a day, gal, and take some accountability and responsibility for whatever you're doing and not doing. And do not include or blame anybody else. This is a problem that she has. Because she goes into her past, and her mother wasn't there, and then she had to be at this foster home, and then her daddy wasn't there at one point. And it's like, girl, we all have that. So, every time something goes wrong, you are not to lean back into your past to make to make excuses for, your present situations. So, there are people, though, you guys, they don't do their work. They know how to collect a check. They know how to go to work, right? But you're not really working until you start with your self-development. So stop working for other people and start working for yourself. Do your self-development, and when you become more, you will be able to do more. You will be able to have more. You will treat people better. and you will have more positive relationships. You're never going to have that. And I'm convinced that some people, they don't really want to have that. They love the drama, the chaos, the confusion, the blowing up phones and exploiting people, talking bad about people. Meanwhile, you was just boo-boo oatmeal pie face. You was just all up in that person's face not too long ago. Now you're talking about them like you don't even know them, and child, make it make sense. Okay, so, Moses felt like Sunny was the better option. Does he seem opportunistic? Yeah, but I understand more of what he's saying. It's just the way that they went about, it's just the way that they went about doing it. But I didn't like all that side chick stuff, because I was like, you can't get on her for not owning stuff, and you not owning stuff. You're not fully telling the truth. Like, child, make it make sense. So, he don't speak all that well, but he's not totally ignorant. There is something there. Apparently there's enough there that Sunny can use and mold into something, honey, okay? Oh, it was interesting that Moses said that LaBarbecue was not Destiny's type, and he knew it wouldn't last long. That was very interesting. Very interesting. And he said he chose to respect her marriage. Okay? But in law, I ain't trying to be funny. That little boy looked more like Moses than LaBarbecue. So I was like, is he the baby daddy? I'm thinking though, LaBarbecue must have got a DNA, because, he's still, he seems to love, his child. So maybe he did, get that DNA test. So I don't know, child. But little law, honey, I don't do the ghetto. I don't do, child. Little law, he do look like Moses to me. And then she talking about she took breaks, but she said she didn't do it. She didn't do it in the marriage. That's what she said. So, girl, Destiny girl, I know what you was doing. I know. As soon as LaBarbecue made her bad, honey, she went and jumped on the Moses train, honey. I know it. Honey. She went and because he was like, they was screwing for all these years. Who got time to be screwing with the same person? But hell, listen, let me tell you how the human psychology is set up. If you providing money and some good D, yeah. Destiny like, child, I fuck with you the long way, and she meant it literally, honey, okay? Had Moses on that bench for all them years, okay? For 50-something, 11 years, and y'all didn't get married. Yeah, you gotta look at that. Y'all never, became official. Y'all never moved in. She still kept you long distance. Well, she put her career. Well, shit, she need to work. Shit. See, that's my thing with you niggas. Y'all always want us around, but y'all don't want to pay all these damn bills. Pick a struggle, nigga. Okay? Shit. The hell wrong with him? Well, she was working all the time. Y'all be offended. I remember I used to work some long hours, and this man would be like, dang, you was gone the whole day. Yeah, shit. Okay, you go pay all the bills. Shit. Well, I don't know. Well, nigga, the girl gotta work. Shit, because the girl gotta eat. Shit. But, yeah. Get up out of here. That's kind of weird, because it's like, she gotta work. Okay? Well, she should have been spending more time with me. Spending more time doing what? Okay? What did you want from Destiny? You was in it for some ass, too. They do make a good-looking couple. Gotta give it to them. But no, she just, and that happens. That happens. So I believe that, I just believe that Sunny is probably the better fit, more stable. That is more attractive, honestly. If I'm being honest, it is. Somebody stable, somebody you could be a partner with, you can work and do business with, collect a check with. You can really make moves with somebody that's on your level. You are never going to be able to make certain moves with people that is not on your level. It does not matter how the person look. It don't matter if they don't have your maturity level, if they don't have some of the gifts that you possess. If they are not your equal, you ain't gonna be able to make no moves. But there are people out there that feel like they are on a certain people level just because of some money. It's so much deeper than that. It's your behavior. It's your character. It's what you stand for. It's what you stand on. So yeah, at the end of the day, he just felt like Destiny wasn't going nowhere. What's the other man, LaBarbecue? He didn't feel like she was going nowhere. Melody didn't think that Destiny was a good friend. Meanwhile, Tisha and Stormy feel like she's a great friend. You win some, you lose some. I think Kimmy is indifferent to Destiny. He kept talking about her big D energy and you need to be a woman and see, I don't like all that type of talk because I told y'all it's getting to a point where it's getting abusive. Men are weaponizing femininity and requiring it like every second of the day. No, you niggas are dealing with a person, not a woman, not a man. Look, okay. Look, let me check. But we need to get back to our language and our lingo being about treating each other with just human, decent respect. Like human decency, not, yeah, but I'm going to treat her this way because she a woman and she got titties. And it's like, why the fuck do you all keep insisting on stating the obvious? That's like me coming in a room. Hey, my name is Brandy. I got titties. I got ass. Hello? Anybody at home? Like, why do y'all have to keep, like, psychologically, like, verbally, like, scrutinizing the shit out of femininity and masculinity and, like, why? You want more, but you don't provide a world where everybody feels comfortable with doing that. Because guess what? If you create an environment, men, if you create an environment of a unsafe, unstable, unkind, violent, if you create that type of community, if you create that type of environment, that type of atmosphere, you're not going to get all this soft and submissive and delicate, demure behavior. You're not going to get all of that, and you're disrespectful. And you are being overly aggressive with a woman, okay? So I believe some of what Destiny was saying, but you don't need to announce that you have big D energy. They will once they have a conversation with you, they go know. So you ain't never got to announce shit, okay? What is up with today's society? It's like everybody want to keep stating the obvious, talking about the obvious. It's like, child. But yeah, we have to go back to just human respect. And another thing I want to do a video on is talking about gold diggers and why women gold dig, because I think a lot of men really don't get it. They do not understand they don't understand where it comes from, or why a woman has some of that, may have some of that in her character, because of past traumas. And no, you can't live through your past, right? You can't bring your past to your present, but a woman has to be smarter, right? So yeah, we're gonna have a conversation about that because y'all don't understand some of that. Um, it was a good interview. It was a good interview. I understand a lot more about him and Sunny and this whole Destiny situation. But yeah, he no respect for Destiny. He was calling her a side chick every which way from Friday. Just anytime he could. She knew I had a girlfriend. Yeah, she looked good, but she was desperate to be on the side. She she wanted hip dudes. I guess LB, he's not. What's a hip dude? Shit, LB employed and he's thriving. So what is, I want to hear from Destiny. Why did she marry LB and not him? Like, because Destiny, I heard on one of her videos, said that there were warning signs that Moses was not the one. She was noticing certain toxic behavior. Oh, he also talked about how, people be dragging him and his wife on social media. It was very obvious, like, when he kept saying, my wife. And it's like, you motherfuckers have been married for all of 5 minutes. So, Portia was over there, my husband. Now he her ex-husband, Simon, child. So, child, I don't be paying attention to people that be stating the damn obvious. Like, if you gotta keep saying somebody your husband, your wife, that's kind of suspect. They may crash and burn. They may last for a long time. I don't know. I am a big believer in what goes around comes around. You gotta get with people in the right way. But they're saying they don't have no loyalty towards Destiny because she never had any for them. I told y'all, people do not have loyalty to you just because of history. They have loyalty to you if you are useful in their life, if they like you. If they like and care enough about you, then they will have loyalty. But if they can take or leave you, or if you make them feel disposable in that way, because what I got from Moses is he felt used by Destiny, but hell, you was using her too. So fair exchange is not robbery, so, but I did get that, like, yes, she just always need help, and she's always the wounded animal and playing victim, and everybody did this to me, and you can easily fall into that conundrum, right, and believe Destiny. I know I was on that path, honey, and I, crawled my ass right on out of that. I crawled right on out of that. So, yeah, like I said, good interview. Got to know him a little bit more. I don't think he's a Martel. He has tendencies, though, definitely. You were obviously cheating and felt like it was okay, and then blamed everything on Destiny, and that's not right. Even though we don't like Destiny, that doesn't mean that, we can't call you out, right? Because that's wrong, unless your marriage was set up that way. So I would like for somebody to ask him that. How did your wife feel about Destiny? Oh, she ain't know about. I want to know that question. What did your wife think about Destiny? Were y'all separated, or what other story there is? So, I don't know, but it looked like Love and Marriage Huntsville, the hookups and how people get together, honey, be so shady. They wouldn't be the first, and they damn sure won't be the last. Okay. Oh, Moses also mentioned that, Destiny always talked about Sunny as a business person, like not a friend, like not, oh, I need to call her up and we need to hang out. They was always doing some sort of business. She was always getting something out of it. Okay, you gotta pay attention to that. So Moses owned a logistics company, owned a liquor store, bought real estate and sold it. He's an entrepreneur. Oh, he also mentioned that Sunny knew that something was wrong with them dating. See, right there, that was your conscience knowing that, okay. But this is the thing. Destiny didn't mean anything to her. So if somebody can gain something, okay? Somebody can gain more from being with your ex than they can gain from being affiliated with you. Okay? Because her loyalty is always about what she can gain. That's how most people look at things. What I can gain. This could be my husband. And girl, you just a freeloader. You just take what you can get from people. And then you go around and you trash people that tried to help you. Heavenly picked up on how Destiny's always getting money from her co-stars. She got money from Sunny. She got money from Moses. But she should be getting money from Moses. She's fucking him. If you're fucking any man, he should be providing something. Okay? He should be able to be a nice call, honey, when you phone a friend in case of an emergency. So she's supposed to be getting money. I don't see it as, he didn't have to do that. That's the least he could do. Okay? Shit. So Melody gave her money. LB probably was, but she said LB wasn't footing the bill, not the way, and she was his wife, so I need to know more history of LB and Destiny. I really do. I need to know, I feel like I don't know everything. I need to cross some T's and dot some I's, honey, because there's some stuff that's missing. But I like that, we're hearing from a guy, his experience. Okay, this is his Yelp review. And I want to hear Destiny. I want to hear what she got to say about him, because when you get perceived from the other side, that's when the truth comes out, right? Oh, Moses said that Destiny never chose herself. He never got that text, so I guess they kept messing around. He said Destiny still wanted some of that D, honey. Okay? She wanted some of that D, but he had started to give the D to Sunny, and he wanted to make her his wife, so he was getting rid of people. He had to clean house. Destiny was still trying to get back in the house. So that's interesting, because y'all didn't talk about that at that table. So more of the truth, I suspect, will come out on the reunion. Child, I want to see what some of these people are saying about this. So one person says Destiny dodged a bullet with both of them. Another person says calling Destiny a side chick isn't the flex that he thinks it is. Yeah, I didn't like it. He was the one in a relationship. Another person says, and if he's been knowing Destiny for 15 years, why is it so easy for him to dog Destiny out? Because he saw her as a piece of ass. He wasn't even a real friend lover if he can so easily attack her. This mess is so wrong, and he's full of shit. You have to chew the meat, you guys, and spit out the bones. Because he did give you some meat, right? He did. He did give you some perspective of her character. Another person says 15 and 16 years, and the audacity he didn't have to sit down and tell her about Sunny. Kept saying she knew he had a girlfriend. Well, didn't he know? Well, didn't he know he had a girlfriend? Exactly. He can't be trusted, and his relationship won't last. See, yeah, people are reading between the lines, So, yeah, what goes around comes around. Sunny's questions about Destiny are telling more than she knows. Toxic AF. Another person says, can't show up for Destiny on TV when you're playing a bunch of women. Yeah. Another person says he keeps saying Destiny knew he had a girlfriend. Man, you knew you had a girlfriend. I see right through his BS. He's an opportunist, and Sunny was his opportunity. I told y'all, they both deserve each other. Plus, he should never remove his ring. He and his wife just wanted 5 minutes of airtime. Another person says, I didn't like when he was talking to his wife. He did not correct his wife. When she said Destiny was a fling, he was hunching on, which makes her look more guilty of what Destiny is accusing her of. Clearly, him and Destiny was in a relationship. Another person says it was never serious to him. He has never seen Destiny as a wife. I think some of you all, and I get it, I do get it, because there is another aspect to this where if a person doesn't see you as a wife, they won't make you their wife. But we also, you guys, we got to chew the meat and spit out the bones, right? Because this ain't really even just about that. That's a part of it, but that's not, Sunny was stabbing Destiny in the back while Destiny was running around doing interviews, stabbing Mel in the back, period. Yeah. See, the people also notice he's killing me with this wife shit. Yeah, like every other word. He was my wife and Destiny a side chick. So they didn't talk about how in Sunny, I don't know. She beginning to look a bit male identified because you need so strongly to have validation from this man identifying you as a wife. I'm a wife. He chose to wife. And a lot of y'all chase after that word. Okay? You need to be a wife to yourself first before you could be anybody's wife, and stop needing so much validation from a man who is community pain. If he's messing with the community, he is community pain. Sorry. Okay. Another person says, so she was chasing you, but you called her. He is such a liar. Go back to being friends, but she was your side chick for 15 years. Another person says he is disgusting. Destiny, unfortunately, can't pick a good man. Another person says he sounds so ignorant and not because he's country. Another person says Destiny hadn't seen her man from January to the breakup in August, but still took his money. She certainly did not want him, at least not until he became interested in someone else. Then she wanted to keep the money coming. This situation could have been handled better by all three of them. Now he's after, another person, I'm sorry. Now he's after Sunny's money. Yep. It's a lot of different things. This situation isn't just black or white to me. It's certain things are true, certain things are right, certain things are wrong. It'll come back around. It will all come back around, trust me. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of this. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.